Bonjour, folks. Yo, we're Polski, and today we are going to do a French full deck. Say hello, Polski.
Hello.
Hello. Not gay. I'm not saying. Anyway,
Hello.
okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna name mine goals. Probably spelt wrong. I give no shits. Okay, so no bonuses for this one. Just national bonus and full deck, unrestricted. No mechanized or anything like that. Okay, so we start with some logistics. So what do we see? We got a helicopter option, a jeep, a VAB, and a tank. So not great, but you know, for me, I'm gonna go for the VAB. 150 road speed, 90 off-road. It's gonna get to where you want it to hide quickly. What you think,
And you
Popo?
can get out of danger's way fast enough too.
Yeah, and if the worst comes to worst, you got a 50 cal. Anyway, you
Bro,
don't want to
bro,
use
bro.
that. Yeah. Yeah. For the logistics vehicles, I'm gonna go for the helicopter just because you're only getting 8 of the VLRA logistics trucks, and you're getting like 6 of the helicopters. They're cheap enough that you can lose, but they carry a lot more. So I'm gonna go for those. What you going for, Po?
I think I might go with the helicopters too. I'll take a risk. I never really use
Yeah.
helicopters.
I'm
But
going for an FOB too, and I know like there's a spare point left, so I might come back and chuck in even more helicopters. Especially because a lot of the bigger maps recently, you know, the spawns are quite far away, and you actually need your logistics quickly. So, okay, onto infantry. Okay, so I'm gonna put in the base infantry first, which I'm gonna use Rima. So, what are you gonna be putting in? Actually, no, is it Rima that I'm gonna be using? No, I got confused. It's chasseurs that I'm gonna be using.
just as you can use it. Okay.
Yeah, chasseurs. Well, I'm probably gonna put in a mix actually of Rima and chasseurs.
I did.
What?
I just went for a mix of Legion and Rima.
Oh, you get so few Legion though.
That's so good.
That's so good. Okay, I'm gonna go for 1 unit of Rima in the Puma Pirat, just as a quick response unit,
Okay.
and then chasseurs in the T20, the VAB T20. Going for 2 units of that. Actually, 3 units of that. Stuff it. I'm doing it. Okay, so 3 units of that. That's gonna be my main infantry force. I'm gonna stay away from reservists this time, just because I feel like they're not good enough. They're cheap, but they're carrying bloody bolt-action rifles, dude. So I sometimes just like them just for the vehicle they come in. You know, the MX-10P, but you can get those with other stuff. So I'm going to put, instead of that, I'm going to chuck in another unit of Rima, but this time I'm going to put them in just a base VAB, just because it's cheap and quick. I would always suggest staying away from the VLRA thing, just because it's crap. Like your fish! So what have you got, other than that,
Yeah.
bro?
Just 2 cards of Legion, 2 cards of Rima, and then some Milan F2s.
Okay, oh yeah, thanks for reminding me, I forgot the Milan F2s. I'm going to bring them in a VAB 20mm. I like to use a 20mm. I like to, with my Milan infantry or any kind of ATGM infantry, I always like to have a decent armored fighting vehicle with them, because they can't really protect themselves against infantry. Do you not find that? Like, as soon as you get near infantry, they just get slaughtered.
Yeah.
So, okay, support. The French have some decent AA options. Well, 2. Yeah, so I'm going to put the AMX-30 Roland 3s in, because they must. And then 2 of the Roland, just the normal Rolands. What are you going for, Popo?
The same thing.
Okay, I'm going to put in the AMX-13 AU 105s too, so I can shout, 105, howitzer here! Yeah, and you get 3 of them. They got a decent rate of fire, so get the job done. What are you putting in for your mortar?
I went with the 105 as well.
Yeah, I was tempted by the Alpha F1, but yeah, tempted by the Alpha F1, but I decided not to go for that, because it's only got 1.
Yeah.
You only get 1. It's quite expensive too, so you know, in case you forget to micromanage, you're stuffed. Okay, onto the tanks. The French's has some nicest tanks. I love this Brennus. It looks boss. I want to put it hull down somewhere and kill lots of Russian tanks. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 of those in. What are you going for?
2 of those, and of course the AMX-40.
Oh yes. Oh, I forgot about the MX-40. Yes. Thing's such a beast. Look at that turret on that thing. Ah. If they had those in World War II, they would have been in trouble. Okay, so I'm gonna go for some cheaper tanks too. So I'm split between the 30B and the 30. Actually, I've made my decision. The 30 doesn't come with a 20 mil. Also, the 30B has a longer range, 2,100 meters over 1,900.
I'm gonna go with the B2 though.
You going with
Because
the
it has
B2?
a bit more, yeah, it has a bit more accuracy.
Good point, but you get less of them, so I don't know.
How many less?
Only 4, but you know, I'm thinking of using this. This isn't going to be my battle tanks, so I don't know. What I might do is actually take out one Brennus and chuck in a B2 there, and I might come back and put in another tank. I'm just going to leave it at 4 cards of tanks for now, and then come back. What are you doing for tanks?
2 30Bs, 2 Brennuses, and an AMX-40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay,
Bit
so
tank heavy, but
yeah, it's alright. The French ones are pretty good snipers, as long as you don't get into heavy tank combat. Recon, French are so hindered with recon, they don't get any decent recon. It's cack. So I'm just going to go for the Alouette. Now I'm tempted to chuck in some infantry just because it's nice to have recon infantry, like, but I don't know. What you gonna do with that? I'm gonna chuck in another Alouette actually, because then I can lose them without worrying too much.
just gonna go with 1 card of the Alouettes, and I think I might throw in some commandos and the Pirat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking at that. Yeah, the commandos and a Pirat looks pretty nice. You get 6 of them. I'll chuck those in too. I might come back and delete those if I need the points. Actually, thingy that I'm going to leave the Pirat out for now and just go with the 2 cards of Alouettes. Okay, onto the vehicles. 3 really good anti-tank guided missile systems here that they have. The Mephisto and the Hots. I like them both. What are you gonna go for?
I'm gonna go with some Hots, Milans, and a card of Mephistos.
Why are you picking the Hots over the Mephistos?
I'm gonna go with both.
No, but I mean, why are you going for... Are you building both cards of Mephistos, yeah? What?
Okay. I guess I'll
Yeah, because the
just go with 2 cards.
the
of
Hot
Mephistos
doesn't really
again.
have any benefit over the Mephisto other than, like, nothing, actually. So, yeah, it's got literally, like you can see there, flicking through. It carries a couple more missiles, but it's slow as crap. And I'm gonna chuck in... Am I gonna chuck in the cheap alternative? No, I'm gonna go for a Hot 2 just because I'm gonna throw in that space. So yeah, 2 Mephistos and 1 Hot. We're rambling a bit, so excuse us. Okay, helicopter-wise, going for 2 Gazelle Hots. Not gonna go for the Celtic or the Celtic or however the hell you want to pronounce that, because I'm not gonna risk a helicopter with AA for AA, even though it's cheap enough. Planes. Now the French got some boss planes. They got this thing in the last update, which was quite a while ago, I know, but it's pretty nice. You know, the Mirage F1 CT. So I'm gonna put that in because you get 2 of them. They're 140, so they're quite pricey, so you don't want to lose them, but they're nice.
Yeah. I think I might use those as my tactical bombers.
Tactical bombers. Tactical Dooku. I'm going for a Jaguar A, so I've got anti-radar. And I'm going to put in the Mirage SF. Or maybe it's a 5F, I don't know. People can tell me. Yeah, it looks like a 5F. Just because this thing carries like 1,000,000 bombs. Yeah, so I've still got points. So I'm going back to my logistics, as I said I was going to do. Put in an extra Puma logistics vehicle. And now I'm going to review the deck to see what I need. More tanks is where I need, I think. So I'm going to go more 30Bs. And I'm going to go some... it's tricky. You know, the French have a lot of decent stuff. It's hard to pick. They've got so much decent kit use. I'm going to go for the AMX 32s. Because they've got really good range on their gun. 2,275, 11 accuracy, 18 AP. So that's going to be able to put the hurt down from far. communist vehicles. So I've got 2 more points to spend. And I'm gonna go ahead and spend it on another infantry unit, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put that onto another Rima unit in Rima. Let's look some cheap infantry. Rima in a VAB. And that's my deck full, bro. So a quick overview of the deck. 4 logistics. I got 7 infantry, 4 AA, 6 tanks, 2 recon, 3 vehicles, 2 chop chars, and 3 jets. So it's a pretty well-rounded deck these Frenchies have. So I think we should go try this out on a large-scale map then.
Yeah.